everyone. Let's get started with our yoga practice today. Just taking a moment to center our bodies. Take a moment to draw within and just feel the sensations inside your body, right along with the breath. So close your eyes. Deepen the breath. And just allow the exhales to relax your body into this space. And allow your awareness to take in all the sensations, all the sounds around you. The sensations of the floor that you're sitting on. And the clothes touching your skin. And as you inhale, lift your body up. Lift those shoulders, lift the torso. Nice long spine. And then as you exhale, just settle into that newly lengthened position. Shoulders resting down the back. Belly drawing in kind of naturally just to support that upright position. And even draw the chin to the chest, creating that length and ease along the back of the neck. And let your awareness drop right down into the belly. Just noticing all the sensations of that breath right there, the rising and falling of the belly as you are breathing. Notice the natural rhythm of your breath. And how your body moves with that breath. Where the breath goes on the inhale. And where the breath goes on the exhale. Without trying to control the breath or the movement of your body in any way, just observing what the body does as you're breathing. And now take a moment to notice how your body feels as we begin our practice today. And just a couple more full deep breaths, letting your awareness follow those breaths in their entirety, watching where they go, how the body moves. And then when you feel ready, go ahead and open your eyes and we'll get started. So let's come onto all fours for cat and cow. Inhaling as you open your body up into your cow. And exhaling as you release into cat. Just letting that movement be in rhythm with your breath. Noticing all the sensations the body provides as you move through those two poses. And as your lower spine warms up, you can begin to sink your way to child's pose. Just going to that next new point of sensation. And then as you inhale, moving back through your cat and your cow. And exhaling your way right into that next new place of sensation as the spine lengthens a little bit more. And eventually making your way all the way down to child's pose. But keep moving. Give yourself time to get down there, easing the lower body, the spine into this movement. And let's do just one more cat and cow. And sinking those hips all the way down into child's pose. And walking those hands out away from you just a little bit more and keeping your child active. So those hands are pressing into the mat. The hips are lowering down. And then shifting the breath to the back of the body. And just feel your natural rhythm of the breath on the back side now. One more full breath here. And as you inhale, let's come on up right onto our knees. And we'll come into gate pose. Okay? So sticking your left leg out, letting the foot be parallel to your body. We're going to stretch out through the inner thigh here as well as open up through your side body. So we're reaching out over that leg and taking the other arm overhead and now breathing into the ribs on this side. And your head can go wherever it's comfortable. Looking down, looking out in front, looking up at this other arm, and just breathing. One more breath. And as you inhale again, let that top arm come down. We'll exhale and pull that leg underneath you again. And then changing sides. Make sure you draw those shoulders down your back. Belly hugs in. And breathing into the side of your body. Just one more breath here. And as you inhale again, let's bring that top arm down. Then we'll pull that bottom leg under. And now step back to your down dog. Just opening up through the back of the body. If your hamstrings are really tight, you can bend those knees if you need to. Or you can pedal the heels. Just letting that belly draw in here. Shoulders resting down the back. All 10 fingers pressing down into the mat. Just a couple more breaths. And then let's do some bicycles with our legs here, opening through the hips while we're here in down dog. So if you go ahead and lift that right leg up, we're going to keep the knee bent. And we're just going to do a few circles. And then change that direction. Maybe we'll go this way. And go ahead and change sides. And changing your direction. And then coming back down to your down dog. And releasing the knees to the mat and settling back into child's pose. As you inhale, come up to all fours. And as you exhale, step that right leg forward. Just into a nice low lunge, keeping that back knee down. And as you inhale again, bring those arms up overhead. Shoulders draw down the back, belly hugs in. And if your arms don't like being up in the air, then you can just bring the hands right to the knee. Just one more breath here. As you inhale, bring your hands to the mat. We're going to step this leg in front, right back to down dog. Pressing through those heels just a little bit more this time as the body releases through the backs of the legs. your next inhale, we'll step that left leg forward this time, coming into that crescent lunge. And as you inhale, bring those arms right overhead. Notice here, you're wanting to divide the weight between the legs. So if there's a lot of stretch here and that's uncomfortable, you can always lift up and out, or you can keep your hands down to the mat as well. Okay, just another breath here. And now as you inhale, we're gonna push off the back foot and step forward right into forward fold. Lengthening up through the backs of the legs. If you need to, bend the knees. Let the belly rest right on the thighs. Dropping the head. Otherwise, go ahead and lengthen out. Head nice and light here. Hips square right over the center of your feet. And then as you inhale again, bend the knees and we'll rise all the way up, arms overhead. And exhale, hands by your side. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, lower the knees, bend the elbows. Inhale, come up through cobra. Exhale, down dog. As you inhale, step that right leg forward, warrior one. Being sure to settle it back, heel down, arms overhead. Hips square to the front of the room. As you inhale, bring your hands to the mat. Step back to plank. Exhale, bend the knees. Bend the elbows. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step that left leg forward. Warrior one. Rising up as you inhale. As you inhale, bring those hands to the mat. Step back to plank. Exhale, bend the knees, bend the elbows. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog.
As you inhale again, walk your feet forward to the top of your mat, and exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, come all the way up. We're gonna sit right into chair. Knees behind the toes, arms overhead, and then lift up all the way out as you exhale. Nice. Taking just a couple breaths here. Closing the eyes, sensing the body. As you inhale again, reach those arms overhead. Sink your hips down, right back into chair. Keeping those knees right behind the toes. You can even kind of drop that tailbone down just a bit. It helps to lengthen up through the torso. And then go ahead and draw your hands right to your heart. And we're just gonna sink into a small twist. And notice how when I twist, the other knee wants to pop forward. So we need to pull that knee back and align those hips to sink into that twist. And then just hold. Couple breaths here. As you exhale, release, forward fold. As you inhale again, bend those knees. Rise all the way up, arms overhead. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, sink into chair. Lengthening through that spine, dropping the tailbone just a little bit. And then bringing those hands to heart and twisting to the other side, leveling out those knees. As you exhale, return to center, forward fold. As you inhale again, bend those knees. Rise all the way up, arms overhead. And exhale, hands to heart. Now, let's come into warrior two. Okay? So, the left leg will be forward. The right leg takes a nice, large step back. And then we're just gonna settle in. Dropping those shoulders down, the belly engages. Letting your gaze rest out over this middle finger. Arms are really active here. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale. Turn your feet so they're parallel and we'll come into a wide-legged forward fold. Just notice the breath again in your body and where you're feeling the breath as you're holding this pose. Just one more breath here. And as you inhale, bend those knees. We'll come right back up to standing. And then turn so that the right foot is now forward. Okay. Coming into warrior two on this side. And just breathing here. Deepening the breath. Letting all the sensations that you feel just enter into your awareness. And letting the breath see you through all those sensations. As you inhale, straighten that leg, reverse your warrior. In, exhale, side angle. And just holding, breathing. As you inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two. And exhale, release, wide-legged forward fold. Just one more breath here. As you inhale, bend those knees. We'll come all the way up. And we're going to keep this wide stance and we'll move to triangle. Okay? So same stance as your warrior poses. Okay? And now this leg is straight but not locked. And then we're just going to let this right hip kind of dip forward. So we're leveling out our hips. And then we're hinging forward to enter into triangle. Letting the head go where it's comfortable. So straight down towards the floor. straight out in front. You can even turn and look up at your hand. And on your next exhale, let this top arm come down. We're going to shift forward right into your half moon. And as you exhale, gently drop that back leg down. Maintaining your stance, we can just turn our feet to the other side of your mat. Okay? Opening into triangle on this side. So now the left hip is going to dip forward and we're hinging at the hips and opening up into your triangle. Letting the head go wherever is comfortable. Belly draws in, shoulders relax. Even this bottom one, pull that shoulder blade down your back. As you exhale, drop that top arm down, shift your weight forward, lifting up half moon on this side. And as you exhale, release that back foot down, and then we'll turn back to the front of your mat. Bring your feet together. Okay. Now let's set up for eagle. So a little balance. Okay. Shifting your weight onto your right foot. We're going to bring the left foot right up over the knee and just hinging forward a little bit. So we can open up through the glutes before we come into eagle. And as you exhale, come back up and we'll change sides. Shifting your weight, really grounding down through this leg that you're going to balance on. Okay, and bringing the other leg up right above the knee. And then leaning forward to get into this hip, all those muscles. Another breath. And as you exhale, release that leg. And then we're going to shift sides one more time. So now we'll come into your eagle pose. Okay? So shifting that weight onto that right leg. And then let your hips drop down. You're really pressing into that leg. We're going to bring the left leg across, knee over knee. Leg. So then the right arm, because we have the left leg across the bottom, the right arm is going to be across the top. Okay? And if you have to come out, you got to come out and come back in. Okay? Nice. Making sure that those elbows are right at shoulder height. Just opening through those shoulder blades. Just one more breath here. And as you exhale, release. Roll your shoulders just a couple times. You can even kind of roll out the ankle of the foot that you're balancing on. And then shift. Shift your weight now onto that left leg. You're really grounding down through that leg. And then we're going to bring the right leg right over top. Okay. Nice. And because the right leg is on top, we have to bring the left arm over top with the arms. Okay. Very nice. Shoulders draw down the back. Belly hugs in. Elbows are right at shoulder height. And then relax into your pose and just breathe. Letting the body do its thing. Opening. One more breath. And as you exhale, release. Rolling out those shoulders. Step your feet wide. Coming back into that wide-legged forward fold. And this time, go ahead and interlace your fingers right behind your back. Dropping the shoulder blades down. Hinging at the hips. And then lifting those arms overhead. Just a little release through the chest. Just a couple more breaths here. You can release the arms if you'd like. Hands down to the mat. As you inhale, lift up halfway. Okay, you can turn that left foot forward and we'll walk the hands right over to that left foot. Turn the back foot so it's now catty corner or 45 degrees, just like for your warrior poses. And from here, draw the shoulders down your back, lengthen through the spine, belly hugs in. If you straighten out this front leg, but not lock it at the knee, you're right here in pyramid. Now, if this is really intense for you, you can step in, okay, to make it a little bit less intense. Or you can even bend that back knee, okay? Just so we're getting a stretch along the back of this front leg, okay? Nice. Shoulders relax. Remember to keep those hips square. You'll notice everything kind of shifts forward as we take the legs apart from one another. So draw this left hip back. And then as you inhale again, we'll lift right back up. And now we're going to revolve our triangle. So if you take those arms out away from you, T-high, we're just going to spin to the left and then tilt down right into a revolved triangle. One more breath. Now, bring the arm that's up in the air down right around your front foot, okay? We're gonna come into a revolved half moon. So, bend your front leg, shift your hands forward about a foot, and then we're gonna let your right arm really press down into the floor and begin to twist the body to the left. You can take that arm overhead or place it on your back. Okay. One more breath. release that leg down, forward fold. Okay, step that right leg back behind you nice and wide. And go ahead and come up. And turn. So your feet are parallel, then we're going to turn again so we can do the other side. Okay. So we're going to start out in your pyramid. So shifting so that the hips align forward. Your right leg is straight but not locked. Okay? And you're hinging forward right at the chest. Chest stays lifted. And you're just going until you get a nice stretch along the back of the leg. Okay, your hands, if they can make it down to the mat, go for it. If you need to, bend that back knee so you can get a nice straight leg in the front. You can even step in a little bit if you'd like, okay? But this is a little bit wider of a pyramid. Just one more breath. Okay, as you inhale, lift right on up. And we'll revolve our triangle. Arms reaching out away from you. T position. Then we're going to turn towards that front leg. And then hinge forward. Okay? And you're only leaning forward as far as you can. That is comfortable to you to get into that twist. One more breath. And then as you exhale, bring that top arm down. We're going to shift forward, coming into revolved half moon on this side. So the left leg is coming up behind you, and you're twisting to the right. Arm coming just behind your back. Or if you've got it, you can take that arm right overhead. Okay? And as you exhale, release that back leg down nice and wide. Turning center, paralleling those feet. And releasing forward fold. Couple more breaths here. Really let that torso hang down now. As you exhale, go ahead and bring one knee down to the mat and the other knee right beside it. Just letting those hips drop down. Hero pose. Closing the eyes. Deepening the breath. Drawing the shoulders down the back. Just taking a moment to feel the breath and to notice how your body feels. when you feel ready to move, we're going to come into Janu Sirsasana. So legs are out in front of the body. Let's go ahead and bring your left foot right up to meet that right thigh. Okay? And then from here, we're going to level the hips out just a little bit. So we're going to pull that right hip back. Okay? And then lifting up nice and tall through the spine. The belly draws in, the shoulders drop down. And then we're going to reach that left hand right across the outer part of your right foot. Okay. Just a little twist through the back, the spine. Now, if you can't make it that far, you're just reaching as far as you can. Maybe it's here, and you can kind of push your hand against the leg for a little resistance to let you deepen that twist and lengthen through the spine. But not forcing your way in. The body will ease its way into any pose. And we just have to start where you're at, and then we progress. And it will very quickly, little by little. Okay. So just a few more breaths here. As you exhale again, go ahead and release out of that hold. And then we're going to change sides. Okay. So now we'll bring the right foot to your left thigh. Okay, and we want to pull that left hip back just a little bit. Lifting back up nice and tall through the torso. Then we're going to take that right arm and reach. Reaching for that outer part of your left foot. Lengthening through the spine as your foot and your hand resist each other. And just breathing. Just another breath. And as you exhale, release right out of that. And then we're going to come down onto our backs on the mat. Knees are being bent. Draw the shoulder blades way down and under for bridge. Okay, but we're going to set it up. So we've kind of spent a lot of time loosening our body already. So we're going to take advantage of the space that we've created. So in pulling those shoulder blades down the back, you'll notice that the back arches a little bit. Well, when we lift the hips, we're going to take that space and use it here in this back bend. Okay, so let's go ahead and start out. As you inhale, lift the hips. Squeeze those glutes at the top. Try not to have any crunching through your lower spine. So if it feels really uncomfortable for you, just don't go as high. Okay, and then exhale, lower back down. Now, each time you come back into your bridge, when you lift up, please reset those shoulder blades down, okay? Because each time your back is going to be loosening up a little bit more. Nice. And eventually, you might be able to reach the ankles. even interlace the fingers underneath your back. And if you do interlace the fingers and we're opening that chest, you're pulling those hands down away from you, and just hold a few breaths. And as you exhale again, release your hips down nice and slow. Just take a moment to notice, savor all that sensation through the lower spine. Breathing right into that back side of your body, right in that lower half. And letting the breath press the back down into the mat. Just one more breath. Okay, go ahead and let the left leg extend out and away. The right leg, we're gonna kind of go ahead and hug it in for a moment. Take a full breath here. And now, let your right arm reach out and away at T position, that shoulder height. And the left arm comes around and takes that leg and pulls it across the body. One more breath. And as you exhale again, very gently let that hip drop back down to the mat. And we'll lengthen that leg out and pull the other one in. Just a nice little hug. Be sure to take that left arm out away from you. T position, this is your anchor for this pose. Then that right arm pulls the leg across the body. Just another breath. And as you exhale, very gently let that hip come back to the mat. And then hug both knees into your chest. You can rock side to side if you'd like. Or circle the knees. If you are circling the knees, just circle in both directions. Keep the body nice and even. And then reach those legs straight out away from you, right into Shavasana. Drawing the shoulders down and under the back. Letting those arms reach out and away. Closing the eyes. Deepening the breath.
body even more. All muscles just melting their way into the mat. And then when you feel nice and comfortable, relaxed, let your awareness return to the belly and feeling the sensation of the breath, the movement of the breath there. You know, you are welcome to remain in Shavasana for as long as you'd like, but I'm going to come on out. I just want to say namaste.